afternoon, my lovelies. This is a blueberry bag, and it is a coin purse bag that we made in less than about an hour. Sorry, miscommunication here with myself. Anyways, if you'd like to watch how I made this, please watch the video and follow along. Welcome back to a Manners Crafts video. Today I'm going to make a blueberry coin purse or coin bag, and we're going to be doing this pattern as we go, so bear with me for any mistakes or changes if you're going to follow along. So let's get started. So I'm gonna use the yarn I have on hand. So the blue yarn that I have is a really pretty, like, bright blue, and it is 100% acrylic. And I'm using a green 100% cotton for the stems. You're also going to need a stitch marker of some kind. I'm just using a paper clips. I can't find any right now. And then you're going to want some handy dandy scissors. And then we're going to use a 5mm hook. If you can't see it, there's that. It's kind of smudged, but alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with a magic circle. So to make your magic circle, you're going to put the end of the string and put your thumb at the end of the string on that side. Pull around and make an X on this side. Then flip and then make an X again. Then you're going to take your handy dandy crochet hook. You're going to go in between the first X, pull, or go towards the right side of the X, and then pull the left side of the X between the two, and you have your magic circle. Okay, after you get that magic circle made, you're gonna chain 2. And then what we're gonna do is do double crochets here. So to do a double crochet, you're going to wrap around and stick in between that circle and pull up and pull through. So that's 1. So again, you're going to take your hook, wrap it around, go in and under the circle, pull up, pull through 2, and that's it. And you're going to make 8 total. Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once we reach 8, we're going to go ahead and close it up by pulling that end of the string, and we're going to connect it with a slip stitch. Ta-da! The first part of it is done. I need to chain 3. Now bear with me, I kind of did a practice on this before I recorded. Then you're going to kind of make a double stitch, or a double crochet, sorry. So you're gonna go loop like that, go into the first stitch through the front loop only. So on your stitches, you can see there is, whoops, sorry, there is a front loop and a back loop. You're gonna go through the front loop only. So go through the front loop, pull up, you'll have 1, 2, 3 chains, wrap around again to have 4, then you're gonna go back into that front loop only, pull up, and now you should have 5. Once you have 5, we're gonna pull through the first 4 and then pull through 2. And then what you're gonna do into the next chain, front loop only, we're going to single crochet. Okay, and I think that kind of creates like a bubble stitch. And the idea is to have like some sort of indentation into the blueberry. So once again, we're gonna go ahead and chain 3. We're gonna go underneath into the first stitch, pull up, that's 3, go up again, that's 4, that's 5, pull through the first 4, and then pull for the first 2, and then go through and finish with a single crochet. Again, chain 3, sorry, go on loop, go through the front loop only. Why are you being a mess today? And then again, that's 4, pull through the first 4, pull through 2, and then single crochet in the front loop for the next stitch. Again, we're going to chain 3, pull through the front loop, that's 3, that's 4 and 5. Then we're going to single crochet into the last stitch. And then we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. So it's kind of going to look like a star-ish. It looks funny, but we're going to trust the process here. Sorry about that. I had to get my sourdough bread out of the oven. So what I think I'm going to do here is we're going to go ahead and snip this off. So we're going to slip stitch. And we're going to go ahead and cut this. And this is the start of our blueberry bag. So I'm going to go ahead and sew in these ends. All right, I got my ends all sewn in. Now for the fun part. We're just going to work into these back loops now. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in so you can see better. So we're gonna go through one of those back loops, and then we're just gonna take the thread. You can do a slip knot if you want to, but I'm not going to. So go ahead and pull through, and let's go ahead and chain 3. You can pull back these little grooves if you need to, and it makes it like super easy to see. So we're gonna go ahead and do a double crochet for these. So double crochet, but we are gonna do an increase, sorry. So we're gonna do 2 double crochets into the same stitch, and this is where your stitch marker would come in handy. And we're gonna go ahead and do that all the way around. Alright, we made it to the end. Yay! Pop that bad boy out. And let's go ahead and connect with the slip stitch. And that is round, that'd be round 4 actually. So if we turn it over, look at blueberry butt. All right, let's go and do round. What to do is chain 3 on row 4. 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna do another increase this round. So go ahead and do a double crochet into the next stitch. Then we're going to do a double crochet increase. And you're going to do that all the way around. We're here at the end, so we're gonna go ahead and connect. All right, that is row 4. And for row 5, we're gonna go ahead and get right started on it. Let's go ahead and chain 3 again. And this is going to be another increase round. So we're gonna go ahead and start with a double crochet, and then another double crochet in the same stitch. And then in the next stitch, we're gonna do a double crochet and a double crochet into the next stitch. And that is our round. I ran out of slack, hold on. So we're going to do a double crochet, a double crochet in the same stitch, and then a double crochet, a double crochet in a new stitch, What are you doing? And that is our round. Here at the end, we're going to go ahead and connect the two with a slip stitch. So this is what our blueberry coin purse is looking like so far. So as you can see, it's got like that little blueberry thing on the end. All right, for row 6, we're going to go ahead and chain 3 again. And we're going to go ahead and do a double crochet into the first stitch. That's 1, a double crochet into another stitch. That's 2, a double crochet into another stitch. That's 3, and then this is where we're going to do our increase. Into the 4th stitch is going to be our increase. So that's where we put 2 double crochets into the same stitch. And that is start of round 6. Sorry, I had to get more slack, so I went ahead and stopped the video. But again, we're going to go ahead and do a double crochet, a double crochet, a double crochet, and then increase, which is 2 double crochets into the same stitch. And that is the whole round. To the end of round 6, so we're going to go ahead and attach that last round together with a slip stitch. And this is how our coin purse is looking. I'm extremely happy with it. We're going to go ahead and chain 3. And we're going to go ahead and double crochet into each stitch. So this is round 7. We're just double crocheting into each stitch. reach the round end around, I should say. And this is what our little blueberry is looking like. Let's zoom out. So that was row 7. For rows 8 and 11, you're going to repeat the process that we just did for row 7, and that will help raise the sides of the blueberry bag. So now that we've done 7 through 8, it kind of looks like this. So I would like to point out that while doing the each rows, it would be helpful to turn them. I did not turn them the opposite direction before I started each row, so you're gonna end up with this weird like line to where you can see where you start each row. So to avoid that, turn your project before you start. And right now I'm just weaving them in, but I wanted to share that with you. So I changed the dark green to this light green because I did not have enough dark green to be able to do this project. So I just used what I had on hand. This light green is 100% acrylic. So for this green color, we're just going to go ahead and go into any stitch you see. And we're going to go ahead and chain 3. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a double crochet into that same stitch, and then we're going to single crochet, and then we're going to double crochet into the same stitch, and then we're going to double crochet into the same stitch. So it's going to look like this. Again, so then we're going to skip 2. We're going to double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the same stitch, chain 1, double crochet, double crochet. So just like that. Again, skip 2, double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the same stitch, chain 1, double crochet into the same stitch, and double crochet again. Ta-da! And we're going to keep doing that the entire round. Here at the end, and we're going to go ahead and connect it into the first loop with a slip stitch and chain 3 again, and in this middle row, this is where we're going to go into, in between where we kind of like separated it. We're going to go in just like that. 2, 3, 4, and then I think we'll do 5. See, that looks pretty good. So we'll do 5 double crochets in each one. So hold on just a sec. Getting ahead of myself. I'm looking at this bag I did for reference for this pattern. So let me zoom you in here. So when we get in, after we do the 5, in between here, there is like a little stitch. We're gonna go ahead and double crochet that as well. So then we're gonna go in between, and that is gonna be 5 double crochets in that circle. 1, 3, that's 4, and that's 5, just like that. This up, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we're going to go ahead and connect it just like that, and we're going to do a slip stitch and cut. So there is our bag. So ideally, when we pull it together like this, it will be a little blueberry. Oh, so go ahead and I'm going to weave in these ends. Alright, we're on to the last step, which is the string. We're going to grab a whole pile of however much you think. Probably more than you would anticipate. And we're going to go ahead and make a slip knot. So to make the slip knot, we're going to take the string, wrap around our finger, just like that. So all this extra string is to help create something like this. It's gonna be a nice little like crocheted piece. So put your finger like you would normal. Then the piece that you made long, you're going to wrap over your hook and slide through. Zoom in a little closer so you can see. Wrap over your hook and slide through. That's 2, 3, 4. So my husband ended up messing up my count. I completely forgot what I was at. So I had to do it by length, and it ended up being 18 inches long is how long you want this string to be.
out.
Thanks for letting me know. We are almost done here. I decided I'm going to make this little knot thing at the end. You do not have to do that, but I just did it for looks most likely. And it kind of keeps the string together. Blueberry bag. Look at that. So cute.